adaptive function. So on religion, people believe in human theory. People study evolution and say, well, why is that in every culture there's always religion? They couldn't understand, okay? Whatever the human culture, the culture is human creation. It's an environment created by human beings, right? Why is that in every culture there's always religion? So they come to the conclusion is that religion has adaptive value, so therefore it becomes part of DNA, part of human DNA. Now, what are the adaptive functions? One is that endowed life with no meaning. Even when life is like in primitive society, you go hunt, you fishing, but there's the spiritual dance. Every day there's spiritual dance. The spiritual dance serves two functions. One, people get together, horizontal transcendent, and they worship spirit, vertical transcendent. So the spiritual dance is a form of spirituality that gives a sense of community and a sense of connectiveness with the Creator. You see, in that sense, it's a beautiful function. So we're not Aboriginal people anymore, but we still need that. You see, and also the third reason is that it enables us to find coherence in the midst of chaos. Carl Jung, right? Carl Jung said, in the midst of chaos, that's all of the cosmos, right? Think of that. All the stars moving in their orbit. In the world is chaos. You see, there's order in this world. Right? It makes our life worth living even in the face of suffering and death. Now here coming now. Without spiritual beliefs, it's hard for you to find some reason to live. But if you have faith, you feel that there's a calling for you for your suffering, so that you can be a good example. Franco said you can be a good example to other people who suffer. You're able to endure suffer for the sake of your children. So the one mother refused to go through chemotherapy. Right? But when you think about my children who need me, I do it for my children. Or I do it for other people who have cancer. So this idea about helping other people, helping their children, I help them to face the discomfort that's associated with chemotherapy. And finally, it connects us with spiritual community. So that's why. So that, in other words, after all said and done, you're better off with religion, with spirituality than without. All research shows that you're better. I mean, there are problems with religion, okay? But all research shows that your physical health is better, your spiritual health is better, you live longer, you're happier. It's better with religious faith than without. Okay? Now here's some exercise. The most common exercise is daily meditation. Okay? Buddhists have their way of meditation. Catholic have their way. The most famous Ignatia, the Ignatius daily exercise, spiritual exercise, silence, contemplation. So every religion has their own way of meditation. So because if you meditate 5 minutes a day, it will have a remarkable effect on your health. Okay? And it also includes personal reflection. The Buddha really emphasize every day you ask yourself, have I said anything wrong? Have I done anything wrong? The eightfold path, to blessing, right thinking, right speech, right conduct. For Christians, same thing. Have I offended anybody unnecessarily? Have I said anything wrong? So it's a way of reflecting and examining yourself. And reading and practicing, reading scripture. Scripture is for you to practice, not just have knowledge. Okay? Take upon rituals, present gratitude, forgiveness, compassion. Now in Catholic Church, there's a spiritual director. In Buddha's also a spiritual director. But in Protestant, you don't have that. Okay? But to have a spiritual director can be very helpful. Yeah.
For a Christian, what kind of meditation would you suggest?
For meditation, you can meditate on scripture. You read scripture, you meditate on Christ. Catholic has good, Catholic is more advanced than Protestant in developing disciplines of spiritual exercise. Conclusion. Spirituality is the key to our quest for meaning. It's the best and most noble aspect of human nature. What makes us noble is not our intelligence, it's our compassion, it's our willingness to sacrifice ourselves for other people. The most noble part of human being is our spiritual aspect. Only developing our spirituality can we become mature and balanced human being. Then you can be attuned, spiritually attuned. At peace with yourself, with your conscience, at peace with other people, at peace with the world. Then once you discover spirituality, then you're comfortable in your element. Okay? Because we're spiritual beings, right? When you find spirituality, we find our element. Just like fish find the water, birds find the sky. Okay? Take home, it's better to go through life with faith than without faith. Okay? Your life have a deep satisfaction, free from fear, only when your life has spirituality. The third sense, spirituality makes you more open. Remember, open to the free world, rather than restricted. In psychology, openness is associated with all kinds of good, all things good. Openness society, openness personality. Okay? But if you don't have an openness as a personality, you can practice openness. Open means you're not afraid. You're open to life. Come, here I am. Thank you.